Welcome back to another episode of the House of Aquarius podcast. It is your favorite Aquarius here, Make-A-Wish, back to bring you another one. Before we get into this love talk, where we talk about our love today, special request by subscribe, by the way. If anyone have any questions or any comments or preferred ones I need to do, let me know in the comments below. I get to them as soon as I can. Happy Pisces season, because it is the start. Today's that day, the first day of Pisces. So let's get that going. Alright, so today we are not talking about Pisces though. I said viewer request. We talk about the reverse, Libra Aquarius. So today we will be talking about the Libra male and the Aquarian female. If you guys want to check that out, the reverse, the Aquarian male and Libra female, go ahead and check it out right here. Or if you don't want to click on the little thing up here, I'm like put that up finally, you can check it out in the video playlist thing or some shit like that. I don't know. Anywho, Libra male, Aquarian female. First things first, we have two masculine signs. So first and foremost, both these signs are more extroverted in regards to projecting their energy out into the world. More forward with that. You know what I'm saying? We have two air signs. And as you know, because my favorite catchphrase, if you've been following my content so far, you would happen to know that there is a higher chance of greater success in regards to same signs commingling, okay? This time it'll be a nice little big ass tornado. Maybe a twister too, whatever it is, but combining, collaborating. Both these signs, air signs, more cerebral, more intellectual, more emotionally detached. Those are the traits right there of air signs. Which actually in this situation, in this collaboration, actually is a very good thing. I'll get to that in a minute, probably. And lastly, we have a fixed sign with Aquarius. And we have a cardinal sign, Libra. So our Libra male, he should be more, generally speaking, an action starter, a forward mover, making things happen. And the Aquarian female should be more about keeping things going that already have been started up. Those are the things. So anyway. First things first. These two signs. Actually, yeah. I already did a reverse. So in this regards here, the Libra male should be more about productivity and doing more manly, masculine type things. Being more social, wanting to be more outward, and doing this manly thing. The Aquarian female should be more interested in settling down and making a family. Now, I'm not saying that, just first off, this is just sun sign only here. And we're not talking saying that these people are only going to do that simply because of the gender roles associated with them. However, it's more likely to be the case. More often than not, that's what happens when it comes to male-female dynamics. So, with those two being said, that makes some things a little more interesting to say. Libra male, as I said in the last episode in regards to Libra male. Oh, not even to that part yet. As I said before, both these signs are very emotionally detached signs. Both of these signs are both cerebral. and they tend to think with their emotions. Think rationally before they include their emotions into the situation. And the Libra male is actually more of the diplomat, the delegator, the communicator, the resolver of issues, because Libras typically do not want to have to deal with conflict. And the only time they like to deal with conflict, is when they are feeling things are unfair and unfairly happening towards them, or they're being taken advantage of, or they're standing for someone's rights of being unfairly treated. When the scales are off balance, that's when Libra strike. And in this situation here, luckily enough, the Aquarian female should not actually be the one who should be stirring the pot too often. However, being that Aquarius is the fixed sign, there are times when things will be a little more stuck where they're currently at. At least the Aquarian female is looking or willing to make some changes towards something happening. If her mindset is, let's say, stuck on settling down or being more financially stable and setting things right, the Libra male is going to have a hard time, sun sign only here, accommodating that situation. Because both these signs are actually very social signs. Even though Aquarians tend to be more shy and timid, typically when they're earlier stages of their life, they are social signs. They really enjoy people and do great things with people. They are the humanitarians of Zodiac. Now, as I was saying, both these signs are social signs. So, when things are going nice and hunky-dory, going out, partying, socializing, that kind of stuff, going to the party, being like the party, enjoying that kind of life, they both can do that very well. Or they can find pleasure in both of them. The issue here is, as I said before in the other one, like I was saying earlier, with the Libra males tend to be the ones who like to grow, spark, and do more in relationships. Because Libra is a sign of relationships in the Zodiac. So, one thing that Libra males are typically known for doing is cultivating relationships, like I said, and they have a certain desire to constantly be looking for the perfect mate. And in that regards here, especially for the male side of things, that might lead things to being too open to having two-way relationships, which adultery is something that comes common, sun sign only here, with the Libra male. Not saying that all Libra males cheat, but that's just one of the things. And if the Aquarian female is not giving the Libra male the kind of admiration that Libra males desire, because they like to be told that they're doing good things, especially the sex, a little bigger department. If they're not being told that kind of stuff, they might seek that elsewhere. That kind of adoration. It's not to the point of like being pumped up, like a Leo would be, for emotional gratification. Like, honestly, I don't know what to call it. Like, I can't think of a word to put would be what it is that why the Libra male seeks that, or why Libra male seeks that. So I'm going to just leave that as a to be determined later on in my research and development of astrology. But because actually, funny thing is, both these signs here, Libra and Aquarius, not male, female, just in general, are both signs that tend to be ones that are more than likely to be married twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. That actually is a very common thing with this sign, because one, both these signs lack a certain amount of emotional depth for the romanticizing in a relationship. Well, I said, because both are cerebral signs, And Aquarians, this Aquarian female, will be more likely looking for more, not looking for more, but you're more needing of the space and keep things lighthearted and not heavily emotionally romantic. So in this relationship here, in the long term, this will not be a heavily romanticizing each other type situation outside of the sex stuff, you know. That's a given. I had a thought in my head, I forgot. While I was talking about that, came back around. These signs, yes, independence though. Just want both these signs actually will be able to openly give each other the amount of independence they need. But both these signs are very independent loner signs. It's hard for me to say that way because Aquarian is someone who likes to stay back and come around on their terms. And Libra is a sign that likes to come around, get in their thing, and leave out on their terms. So they can offer giving each other enough space. These are signs that don't require too much emotional attachment for them to be happy. And that's one thing that works out very good for them. That's what I said. Most signs come in contact relationship-wise with an Aquarius if you're not willing to really treat the relationship heavily like a strong friendship, then you're going to have problems in the long run. Because not saying that the Aquarians lack the ability to be romantic, but it's not something that, as I said in the other episode, which I could probably post right here too, about they have a lower need for emotional romanticizing to fill their cup and get the needs. So that's what that is. But like I said, these signs coming together in the short term actually are very, very. Here we go there. On the short term, these signs are actually very, 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 very likely to grab each other's attention because they're both signs that require a certain amount of emotional stimulus. Sorry, intellectual stimulus. Like Aquarian needs to be stimulated both intellectually before really considering doing anything sexually, unless it's just a purely physical thing, one night stand type thing. Unless that kind of situation. Whereas Libra male, he's the charmer, so there's a good chance he's gonna come up and we talk, say some good things, good conversations coming on, say some things that Aquarian wouldn't hear, and bada bing, bada boom. Things are going forward. Great conversation. I would say quickly retort. Like, that's actually more of a Gemini thing. So someone will be doing that. But yeah, they will actually be able to keep up with each other emotionally, intellectually. That's one really good thing about this company. Because the fact that Aquarians love to think more about the humankind. If they are able to be out and about and do more things together, working on great things like, I don't know, let's say some social justice shit, something like that, they actually be right at both their alleys. Because Libra is a sign who likes to make sure everyone's on equal ground and have a good time and everyone's getting a fair share of fair shakes. And the Aquarian female here would like to do that humanitarian shit. So it actually sounds very good. It sounds actually like a very good company there for short term. Long term though, like I said, it is actually very good on paper. They give each other the space they need. They keep up with each other intellectually. Good conversation, and the both communication is very vital in this relationship. So that will keep both of them fully enthralled. Let me see, I'm about to pass this car real quick. Oh! Go speed racer, go! Go speed racer, go! Alright, I'm back. So like I was saying, long term, this is actually a very good company. I said, I think I actually was going to make another do another segment to the show, which this is actually reminding more about this. I'm not going to give you this full details there. That should come out soon, if I got time. Like I should have time. But this pairing is not as great of a pairing as the Aquarian male, Libra female, but it still is a very, very good pairing. Like I said, I get to that next segment, okay? But yeah, in the short term, great. In the long term, spectacular. Like, in all honesty, 4.5 out of 5 stars. If these are restaurants, all right? Both of those, short and long term. Short term actual returns might have a high probability of turn in the long term because of that. The only thing this sign really have to watch out for is that neither sign is a sign that actually is known for actually having a lot of money financially and keeping hold of a lot of money financially. Libra is a sign of, it's one of the money signs that likes to spend, not save. And Libra, Aquarian, has a lot of those great ideas to do things. Libra might have the thrust, the push to get things happening. Some of the ideas of the Aquarian female, but if she's already focused already on working on a family, getting settled down and stuff, there won't be too much of that happening. But Aquarius is still a sign. Aquarius is still a sign of ideas, idealism. Shit, couldn't word out. And doing more things of that nature. So, depending on what's happening in the relationship determines how much further they go along in regards to that outcropping. But yeah, either way, this sign, this pairing works very well. It works very well. So, is there anything else that I really need to see? Because there unfortunately isn't too different in regards to the male-female switch outside of the seeking of long-term stability in a relationship. Both these signs can, at any point in time, break it off with the other. Because the only issue of being emotionally attached. However, things are typically going so well in this coupling that shouldn't be too big of an issue. And most things should be able to be breezed over. The Libra male will be more congenial and be able to talk things out, or talk Aquarius off that high ledge of fixity. It's not the word, but I'm using it today. And so things should be mostly calm, cool, and collected in the long term. Aside when things are taking over from the male, the Libra male being unequally treated. You know? So aside from that, yeah, there's not too much more. Hopefully, in regards to the bad thing, if the Aquarian female is able to pander enough to the Libra male to keep him happy, man, that sounds so ugly. Keep him happy and keep him entertained with the thought of not needing anything further for cultivating relationships, then actually I think that's really the biggest game breaker in this coupling is the potential for someone to walk away easily, quickly, because Libra is one of the signs known for quitting. They don't like to do a conflict, they just up and be out. And both signs are known for ghosting though too, so I like this. If something like that happens, for the most part, they should be able to talk things out, move things in, make things work, and figure things out, you know, so. Barring any other placements in the birth charts, this is a great coupling. Short term and long term, so. That being said, I'm not going to move this count any further because I think I'm out of juice for that. As always though, my friends, hope this helped you guys out. Let someone know. Share, like, share, subscribe, that thumbs up or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking too much. But as always, my friends, stay classy, be you, make a wish, out. Before 20 minutes.